You look super fancy, and I look like I just like
because I'm
homeless now.
Alright, let me go put on a trash bag. I'll be right back.
Put on something that looks not so nice. So little Lyric Luke, you guys, is 3 months old. Yay! Insert super cute footage right now. Mwah. So in the last month, since 2 months, what's been new with him? He has been talking like crazy. He constantly is like, ah, la, la, and he looks at your mouth and he tries to make different sounds like, ah, ah, and sometimes he won't even make noises. He'll just look at your mouth and try to make this shape. He'll go like, and stare at your mouth.
Sing out your tongue.
He is drooling like crazy,
Yep.
sucking on his fingers and on your knuckles and on your arm or anything he can get his hands on. So I think he's definitely pre-teething in that sense. And so we've gotten him a few teething toys, which he loves. He is starting to hold his head up. It's not super duper strong. He's still kind of like goes like this half of the time.
Kind of digs into his
yeah,
chest
like dig in like this. See,
but then he'll lift up once in a while.
Yeah, like about like that. And part of it, part of it's our problem because we don't do a ton of tummy time with him because I can't, like if I hear him cry and he's like, I'm like, okay, time to pick you up. Tummy time's over. But he does like sitting up like this. If you hold him backwards or try to lay him down completely flat, he gets really upset and tries to like do a little crunch and like, see, like he's like, no, he's like, I don't like it. Yes. He's still a very, very happy baby. He really only cries if he's hungry or tired. When he's tired, you can tell he just gets really fussy and nothing really consoles him until he's like, okay, and then he's out. He's still sleeping really, sleeping really well at night. He just did last night, did an 8-hour stretch or 7.5 hour stretch, which was nice.
And then a 3.
But pretty much otherwise, it's consistently a 6-hour stretch at night, and then wakes up, dream feeds, and goes back down again for another couple hours. We've recently realized that at that about 6 a.m. feed when he wakes up, if I just breastfeed him, he'll wake up a lot sooner than if we go and bottle feed him and breastfeed him, and then he gets a nice full tummy. He'll go back to sleep like he did this morning for another 3 hours instead of waking up an hour or something later. So he's definitely growing, and I can tell in that sense he definitely needs more food and more like actual sustenance in his tummy in order to go back to sleep for a long period of time. He's fitting into size like 3 to 6 month clothing.
And not fitting into 0 to 3.
Not fitting in 0 to 3 at all. At 2 months he was 12 pounds.
Yeah.
And we know he's at least 14, right? So we weighed him about a couple weeks ago. So he's at least 14 pounds.
Do you want to weigh him right now?
Nah. He's still not a huge pooper, and I think it's because he's also on formula and breast milk, that he poops every day, like once a day only, and sometimes every other day. And it's a nice big poop when he does do it, but he doesn't poop all the time. He still loves his bath.
Yep.
Still loves bath time. He's kind of barely fitting in that thing still.
Yeah,
he's like close. Overflowing from the pooch.
Sounds like a term of endearment for genitals.
Yeah, well maybe it is. Still is doing his nighttime routine, bedtime routine, where we do massage and bath time.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you're gonna lose like 2 pounds just sitting here in your stupid trash bag.
He also loves farts.
Oh, fart sounds. Loves farts.
In front of the camera, he's like, "What are you weirdos doing?" I swear to God, he laughs like 100% of the time.
Bless you. Bless you. Oh.
His hair is still it's still like a light brown. Some people have looked at it and said, "Does he have red hair?" I'm like, I don't know. I don't think so. It's just kind of a light brown, but he's still got that light brown hair, light brown eyebrows. He is a hit everywhere he goes. People just stop and like, oh my gosh, in the grocery store, walking down the street, people are, baby, you're so cute. Japanese tourists love him. they want to take pictures with him because they can tell, I think, that he's got Asian in him, obviously, but that he's not all Asian. So they're like, oh, what's up with this guy? What's up with this thing? It's adorable. He's kind of half rolling over. If he's on his back, he can halfway like turn his hip and get like half of his body there, but he hasn't quite figured out how to tuck his arm and roll all the way over. So
yeah,
we're working on it, but we're also kind of reluctantly wanting to teach him to roll over, because once he starts rolling over, we have to be far more
cautious,
attentive with him, and when, you know, he's on anything that's slightly off the ground, which we're attentive, but we're also know that he's not at that place where you just flop off in a second. So
yeah. My buddy Jim Cobb, who has a 2-year-old, was warning me that this is the age where you can put him down somewhere,
yeah,
go make coffee, come back, and know that he'll still be there.
Yeah,
those days are
super gonna be over pretty
soon.
And they happen when you are least expecting it. You just will go and make coffee one day and come back and they're rolled over and you're like, oh crap, you know, like holy crap.
He's self-soothing himself.
Yeah, he's sucking his fingers
and his thumb, which is good. It's healthy.
Yeah.
And he's also taken to Binky's on occasion.
Yeah, we've used them a few times. I was super anti-Binky, and I kind of hated the fact that they worked so well, because I would just put a little bit of a bottle or give him my boob or a bottle if he was trying to go to sleep, and let him have a couple sips, but realizing that was really not okay, and then like in the long run it's not going to be good for their teeth and all that, and all he really needed was like 1 or 2 little suckles on it and then he would pass out. So I'm like, well, let's just try a Binky. We tried it and it worked like a charm. But we definitely don't want him to be one of those babies that always has a Binky in their mouth. So we don't offer it unless it's time to go to sleep and he's just fussing a little bit and he needs to soothe. But overall, he's still such a good boy, so happy, so in love. Oh. This is the tired cry. Oh, this is a tired second. Yeah. So it's actually time for his nap. His naps during the day are really short. He doesn't sleep for like extended or long periods of time. Yeah. I'm sure that plastic bag is like amazing.
Bye.
All right, wait, hold on. Let's say bye to the camera.
I mean, we just ordered some. Is it
foam,
a rubber?
Like rubber foam mat for the house, so that we can start doing more tummy time and he can start learning how to crawl. Yeah. We also just bought a bouncer that's on its way, a compact one because our house is really small, and something that he can use sitting up and then have activities and things in front of him to keep him occupied. So we'll let you guys know how that goes, and we'll check in at month number 4.
Bye.
So I was just sitting here editing Lyric's 3-month update, and I realized I forgot to mention any. What's that face for?
Nothing fun.
I forgot to mention sort of postpartum-ness with my 3-month, because I think it's very important for moms. Come on. I think it's important to share that. So in Lyric's 3rd month of life, I got my first period ever since giving birth, and let me tell you guys, if you watch Game of Thrones, it was like the Red Wedding, is all I have to say. I mean, it was just...
That's a terrible reference.
It's just, I don't know how to else explain it other than it's just like...
People were killed.
Murder. It's just murder and muck duck in there. It was very...
all of the body parts inside Tahiti you loved for all these seasons. Got the X.
I didn't realize that my first period after giving birth was going to be, I guess I just didn't remember what it was like with Aiden, but this one was really, really, really nice and heavy, you guys. And if you are a mom postpartum, I think, and I almost instantly realized, like, as soon as I got the period, my milk reduction in my breast was like, it just dried up, and I don't know if that's a consequence or sort of a reaction a reaction to getting your period. Is it your... Really? A reaction to getting your period is that your milk sort of dries up, but I actually, for 2 days after getting my first period, pumped pretty aggressively just to sort of get my milk back up again, because it was not, it really definitely dried up my milk supply more than I wanted it to. Anyway, postpartumly, other than the period, I'm starting, well, also because we've embarked on a different eating style in our home. We have adapted a very nutrient-based diet for our family, so I can't say that I'm definitely feeling a lot better, and not as sluggish and not as gross as I did in month 2, but I think part of that has to do with our new eating style, and then part of that has to do with just this little guy getting a little bit older and getting a little chunkier. Hi, Chunks. Hi, Chunka. Oh, yes. Yay. Yes. You have any other faces to make at the camera?
Yep.
All right. Hey, Chunks. Hi.